Good morning, sports investors. How are you doing today? Rothstein, welcome back to the Rothstein Sports Investing Show, where we discuss the fuss about getting back to the bag through sports investing and sports wagering. I'm the beloved host, Rothstein, aka Michael Snackson, aka Bay O Wolf, aka Hacksaw Jim Thuggin, aka Malcolm Excellence. Okay? And you see me with the Kango, bucket low like fuck it though, here on this Sunday, October 4th, 2020. It's about 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in beautiful, I'm just outside the beautiful, lovely Queen City, aka the Republic of Cincinnati. I'm in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. That makes it about 5 a.m. Pacific time and about 2 a.m. in Hawaii. So, but regardless of where you're listening to or where you're watching this from, thank you for listening and welcome back to my show. Now, before I continue, I just want to remind you that if you feel you have a gambling problem, please do not continue to view this show. Please contact your state or your local gamblers help group or Gamblers Anonymous Association hotline, and hopefully they can get you the services you feel you need. Because on this show, we discuss sports investing through sports wagering, and we don't want to be any triggers to any negative behaviors for you. So please contact your state or your local gamblers help agencies, and hopefully they can get you on the path of the straight and narrow. But those of you who remain, you will become profitable sports investors, as you were yesterday. We went 2-1 yesterday. We had the one we lost Army. They ended up losing 40-7. We said they would win by 3.5. Or not Army, Navy. Their quarterback is just not up to par. I don't know what's going on out there. But yeah, things just ain't going well for the Naval Academy this season. And the two we won, we took Army to cover 30.5. I think it dropped down to 30, but I had it at 30.5. And they covered by like 32 against Abilene Christian. And we said that Bama and Texas A&M would go well over 54, and it did. I mean, Alabama put up 52 themselves. You know, that was a gimme. That was a gimme. Okay? You know, I hope you put good money on that one, because that was not like a sucker's investment or anything. Pardon me, I heard some noise behind me. But, yeah, and today we got, 3 and 1 long shot prop. It's got long shot odds, but it's more likely to happen. But so we'll call it 4 today. We got 4 today on the episode today. So here they are. All right, let's start off with, these are all 1 o'clock games too. Okay, let's start off in Big D. Pause. Dallas. They're taking on what's the name of that team? Cleveland Browns. They're hosting the Cleveland Browns. Dallas and the Cleveland Browns, all right? I don't even know who's favored because I don't really care about who wins. But Dallas has a nice offense. They've been putting up points. Their defense is just trash. Their defense is just not good. Okay, it's so poor that Cleveland's rushing tandem of who was that? Alvin Hill. I think on the podcast I called him Kamara. I apologize. But Alvin Hill and Nick Chubb. Chubb's the starter. Their rushing props weren't up as of 2 hours ago. I haven't checked because usually the rushing props are up Saturday. So when they're not up this late, I just figured they're not going to put them on the board. But, yeah, Hill and, Chubb and his backup Hill are going to run through them. Okay? I think both teams will put up 30. And what's their names? Cleveland seems to be catching their offensive stride. I think both teams are going to put up 30 in this game. All right? So the total of 54, I think it's going to go over 50. If you got to go up to 58, that's fine. I think this game's going to go into the 60s, personally. So yeah, take that total, that over of 54.5. All right? Take that over of 54.5. Like I said, if you got to go all the way up to 58, you should be safe. All right? Second game, you have the Minnesota Vikings at the Houston Texans. Houston Texans have been a little bit of a disappointment, but they've been in every game. I mean, they fight. Very solid team. And Minnesota's rushing defense, last time they were on the road, was kind of skept at best. Okay? Let's be honest. They let Jonathan Taylor run all over them. David Johnson's a proven veteran, and he's better than Jonathan Taylor. So what we're going to do is we're going to take David Johnson of the Houston Texans to score over 2 touchdowns. Okay? That first game, Cleveland and Dallas, that was the normal odds, so it's -110. Okay? There was no tease either way on that. It's -110. Hey, you see my Bengals shirt? There we go. You know what team I rep? Always the Bengals, the Republic of Cincinnati Bengals. All right? But yeah, I think David Johnson will have a good game today. We're going to take him plus 2 touchdowns. For 2 touchdowns, okay? Doesn't matter how he scores, rushing or receiving, because he can catch out the backfield. And I said plus 240, all right? And also at 1 o'clock, we've got Houston. Or not Houston. I'm sorry. We've got Seattle. I was thinking of Russell Wilson and confused him with Deshaun Watson. We've got Seattle going cross country for a 1 o'clock game to take on Miami. Okay? Very simple. Very, very simple with this one, all right? I think Seattle might be the best team in the league right now. If not, they're in the top 3. Okay? Miami, Fitzpatrick, the quarterback, Fitzpatrick, during September, he's Fitzmagic. But once October starts, he turns into Fitztragic. All right? And I think that's going to happen today with this against Seattle. I mean, Seattle's used to coming across country. That's not a big deal to them. We're going to take Seattle -5.5. If you want to tease it down to 4 or something, 3.5, that's fine. But I'm taking it at 5.5, and that's the official show pick, the normal odds. -110, no tease with that one. I think Seattle's going to stump Miami. All right? But having said that, that's where the long odds props come from. But I think it's a good bet. I think it's good action, good money. Because Russell Wilson of the Seahawks to score 2 touchdowns, other than touchdowns that he throws, but to score 2 touchdowns, Russell Wilson is plus 5,000. Plus 5,000 though, to score 2 touchdowns. Plus 5,000, Russell Wilson. All right? And I think that can happen. Russell's a good runner. And the last time Miami played a good runner, they played New England, first game of the year. Cam scored 2 on him. And Cam is not what he was. I think Russell Wilson might be faster than him now. Well, as you know, Cam's sick too. Hey, shout out to Cam. I'm sorry to hear that. We got games canceled. Hey, NFL, work it out somehow. If you got to do a bubble like the NBA, do that. Okay? But at the same time, we've got Russell Wilson scoring 2 touchdowns other than what he throws. Like if he runs one, catches a Philly special, runs 2 of them, catches a Philly special and runs one. Anyhow that he scores 2 touchdowns that he didn't throw, Russell Wilson is plus 5,000 a day. And I'm going to invest in that because I like that one. Okay? But, so let's recap, okay? 1 o'clock. All 1 o'clock games. We're taking Cleveland and Dallas to go over 54 points. Like I said, you should be good up to 58. Cleveland and Dallas to go over 54 points. Okay? Minnesota versus the Houston Texans. We're going to take David Johnson of the Houston Texans to get 2 touchdowns at plus 240. And then we're going to take Seattle -5.5 in Miami. Okay, and lastly, we've got Russell Wilson of Seattle to score 2 touchdowns, other than touchdowns that he throws, to score 2 touchdowns at plus 5,000, folks. All right, so there you have it. You got plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. And the show's motto: if there's games to be played, there's money to be made. Be back on the podcast that you can find on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, a couple other places you can find my podcast, Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show. You can find it. I'll be back on the podcast only tomorrow, okay? There's also a Instagram that you can check out. My podcast, Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show. My Instagram, Fame_Rothstein, FAME_ROTHSTEIN. If we're not already hooked up on social media, let's do that, okay? On Twitter, you can find me at Fame Rothstein, FAMEROTHSTEIN. Okay, my email, FameRothstein@Yahoo, FameRothstein, FAMEROTHSTEIN. Then, of course, you know this. Subscribe, sign up for notifications. I do this on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, and on Wednesday, where I give you a pop culture rant in one pick, okay? And the Instagram is Saturday and Sunday, all right? And then the Instagram Saturday and Sunday podcast Thursday through Monday, all right? We'll have the Monday night pick tomorrow, all right? So that's all I got for now. And we'll be back tomorrow to talk, or on the podcast to talk about it. But until then, y'all be safe. Peace.